Hi everybody. Okay, so I know I'm a bit of a day late. I am a day late. Usually I like to do my one sheet wonders on a Wednesday, as you know, but I've started not calling my one sheet wonder Wednesdays one sheet wonder Wednesdays because sometimes it's not a Wednesday when I go really busy, and rather than rushing it and, you know, not really thinking about what I was going to do, I thought I'd come on a day. So I've had a little bit of a play. I'm not gonna lie to you, to try and figure out a design that I think you guys would like or you would find helpful. And I've just gone and lost my piece of cardstock. That's not helpful, is it? Grab another one. There we go. Yeah, so I want to do something with some trees. How's the lighting there for you guys? Is it okay? Just brighten that up a bit. Can you see okay? Just checking that I can see what's going on here as well. There we go. Okay. Yes, fine, says Karen. Awesome, thank you, Karen. Before I get started, I want to show you a one sheet wonder that I did last week when I was away on holiday. A friend of mine who's also a demonstrator bought some stamps with her. I can't remember the name of this one. Someone's going to have to type it out for me. I don't have it. It's a really, really cute stamp set with this beautiful kind of rose that there's like 3-step stamp or even 4-step stamping for by the time you put that middle bit in. And to a wild rose, thank you, Bev. And I teamed it with the Floral Essence flower, and the leaf from that set is really, really detailed. It's, can you see all the real intricacies of it? It's really gorgeous. So that was, I just wanted to show you that because before I chopped it up, I thought, you guys, I know what you like. You'd love to see this. So it's just kind of like oranges and yellows with some greens in there. I sort of regretted putting the mint macaron on that, but I don't know, it kind of works. So there we go. You can see here I made a bit of a boo-boo. I used, what did I do? I did something crazy there, but yeah, ignore that one. But the rest of it's not too bad. So I will cut this up and use it to make some nice cards with. So there we go. I've shared that now. So my idea with this design is it's kind of like a bit of a fantasy, put different elements together, but hopefully they will all work effect. And I've used several kind of leaf and branch type stamps. So to start off with, I've got the birch background stamp here, which I've already tried to place on my block, but it's not sticking, so I'm just going to push that down. I've just got a bit of ink on it, so just using that to do that with. And I'm going to ink that up with some soft seafoam. And rather than use it in the kind of typical fashion that birch would be in, which is with the design kind of going horizontally across, I'm actually going to turn it around and use it vertically and use it more of a design than as a realistic kind of look. So I'm just going to, oh, I'm not sure I like just the straight edge there. Oh well, it's done now. I might start again. As we always say, there's 2 sides to every piece of paper. And that might come in handy. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. I didn't bank on not liking that. But there we go. I'm going to be honest. Keep the process in there. Right, so that's soft seafoam, which is just beautiful, very subtle, very, very subtle pale green. And then can't see what I'm doing very well. Hold on, let me see if I can. Oh, that's helpful. I can brighten that screen. I'm using my daughter's tablet. There we go. You can see what I'm doing now. Then I'm using the trees from Winter Woods. Now I've been playing with this because I have a Christmas workshop coming up, and this is the stamp set that some of my ladies are going to be getting. So it was out on my desk, and thought it would be a fun one to use. So I'm hoping to try and get rid of some of this very straight line that I've got at the top here. And I wasn't really initially sure how I would use this stamping, but I think because of how it's worked out, I'm actually going to do this this way as well. Let's see how this works out. And you know what, let's see what happens if I stamp again. As I said, this is a bit of an experiment for me, so you're kind of seeing me working it out as I go along, and I'll try and, you know, share my thoughts as I'm doing it so that you guys kind of get an idea of what goes on in my head when I do these sort of things. Okay, so I just was trying to soften that edge of the green there. Okay, that's done now. So then that was Smoky Slate that I've just used. And now I'm going to use Basic Grey and the branch, see this branch here, from Colourful Seasons, which is one of my favourite stamps to use. And I'm going to create a bit of a, make it look like they're kind of interconnected. So I'm deliberately stamping the beginning of that branch onto what I've just stamped to try and make it look like they're kind of connected. And there is another branch in this set as well, which I may get out. Let's see if that would work, just to give some more dimension. Oh, it's not in here. Oh, what happened? Oh dear. Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness, mild panic sets in. It's like, where's it gone? Who's stolen it? Right, okay. Now, because this branch is designed to go with a little flower in between, I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm just going to ink up half of it. So let's see if we can attach this on somewhere, just to give an extra bit of branchage, you know what I mean, extra branches so that it doesn't look so bare in places. Okay. But can you see how it's all kind of sweeping in the same direction? It's kind of tempting to come in here and stick a branch going out that way, but I think that would look odd. So that's why I'm not doing it. I'm trying to have everything kind of branch off in kind of sweep in one direction, which is kind of how trees are, aren't they? So even though this is kind of like a fantasy kind of piece of artwork that I'm creating, you still have to try and ground it in some sort of reality, because otherwise it will just look a bit odd. Hope that makes sense. Right, now when it comes to these flowers, I am unsure what colour to do these, because I want to try and keep this whole thing as masculine as possible, but at the same time beautiful. So do I go with a blue or do I go with a pale grey? I was initially, with my sample kind of playing, I did go with a pale grey. If I just show you, I had a quick little play. So look, that's how the pale grey works. So what do you guys think? Pale grey, or do I try, I don't know, let's see what it looks like with the balmy blue. Oh, we've got that other lovely new blue, haven't we? What's it called? Seaside Spray. Let's see what that would look like. Oh, that's quite nice actually. That's actually nice mixed in with the grey. Okay. I'm going to just go for it. So I'm not thinking too much about where I'm placing these flowers. I'm just going to kind of get them on here. I know there is a way of putting these on where so that they're like really exact, but I'm not going to do that. There we go. Do both, says Karen. Yes. Okay, thank you guys. Okay, let's try the grey now. Oh, I can hear rain. It's either that or someone's having a shower. No, I think it's rain. I can hear rain. It's raining, yay! It's really warm in my house at the moment, and we keep opening the doors to try and let some of the cool air in. But this time of night, the moths love coming in, so we're just a bit kind of like, oh no, we don't want the moths to come in. So, oh, that is really nice. I like that. Okay, and I think I want a bit more blue in here now. I am happy with the blue because I've got to remember that this is going to be cut along here, so this has got to be, the bottom has got to be equal to the top, if that makes sense. Okay. So kind of, you've got to think like that's going to be cut like that down the middle. Okay. Now I would like to add a few more kind of leaves. Oh, swirls. That was it. I thought of using the gorgeous swirl from the new unicorn. Now I know this is going to be quite stamp heavy. I know not everyone is going to use so I know not everyone's going to have these stamp sets, but I just want, yeah, sorry about that. I'm just wanting to kind of inspire you. So I really fancied some of these swirls and thought that doing them in the soft seafoam might be quite fun. So I'm just going to grab that. And I just love the way that actually when you really look at some of these stamp sets, you can think about mixing things together. You don't have to keep using them as they are designed in the catalogue. Like they, you know, stamps are just tools. You can use them for what, you know, however you fancy. And just think about how the patterns work together. Okay, so this is really subtle, guys. I don't know if even you can see if this is showing up on the screen. I'll do a close-up in a second. But this is really, really subtle. Let's see if we can get in there. There we go. And there's a little mosquito flying around. I don't know if it keeps coming in front of the screen or not. Okay, so that's really, really pretty. Really pretty. And I'm actually tempted to use that little star. There's some little stars in that set. Or to use... where's the... no, not that one. Where's the colourful season set gone? I love using these little things in there. Use that one. Okay, so let's take this back out again. Again, I'm stamping this twice. Looking for gaps. Oh, I keep catching. Okay, so just be aware not to push down too hard because I've been catching ink that I shouldn't be catching. Okay. I just really like the delicacy of these little, they almost look like little spiders, but I know they're not. Okay, to me the branches are quite overpowering, and I'm wondering whether to now go over with the odd darker trees and just kind of aim 1, 2, 3, 4 so that we have a focal point then when we cut these up. So whenever I do these one sheet wonders, in the back of my mind I'm thinking, how will it look when it's cut up? So let's have a go, let's see if that works. And I'm just giving it an extra bit of push and time for the ink to soak in. Sometimes we can be too quick to pull that stamp away and not allow the ink to soak in. So just bear that in mind. One, two, three, 4, 5. So if you're watching this on the replay, remember that you can always watch this on a bit faster. You don't have to watch it at normal speed. Yeah, that would look really good, Jenny. Jenny's suggesting this would be nice with an autumnal theme. Yeah, this is very much a wintry kind of look, isn't it? Okay, so now we have kind of the problem of these trees looking like they're floating. But I think what I might do is actually cut it up, see what it looks like, and then decide what to do. Because sometimes, you know, so I'm just catching that mozzie. Sometimes we can overthink things and try and find a solution when we don't need one just now. And so let's have a look. Okay, so normally I would trim this so that it's 10 centimetres, but I'm actually going to cut it right down the middle at 10.5 because I want to see where these trees are kind of falling, because it might be that I could just trim off a little bit at the bottom and that's really fine, and actually leave that lovely white space at the top. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to just place the two back together again, and because this is the thinner cardstock, I can actually cut through 2 layers of this in one go. Oh yeah, it would, Jenny. Yeah, it would look great as a banner for a Facebook page, wouldn't it? Okay, so let's just try to push these together. Oh, they're flying around. Okay. Hi, Janice. Right. So let's have a look. So we've ended up with some of the branches not showing so much. So this is the time where we can go back in. I'm determined to catch this mosquito. It keeps flying around. Nope, did I get it? Nope. Oh, he's being a pain. Sorry guys, that make you jump. Right, so let's have a look at this branch. Let's see what else we can get in here. Okay, so that's that one. That one could do with a little bit more in there, couldn't it? I think that one's okay. I've managed to get a bit of ink on there, I don't know how. Oh, and that one's okay as well, so that worked out. So this one could do with a few more swirls. So that's the great thing about the one sheet wonders. You don't have to, you know, complete it all in one go. You can kind of just see how it looks and then decide to put some extra things in if you want to. I mean, that's the great thing about stamping in general, isn't it? It's no hard and fast rules. You can kind of figure it out as you go along. Go. Now, just as a bit of an experiment, on one of these I'm going to stamp some snowflakes, just because I'd like to. So I'm going to get that stamp set back out again, the Colourful Seasons one. Clean off my branch stamp, because I don't need that one anymore. Pop it away and grab one of the snowflakes on this set. Put this one away. Get Smoky Slate out. Let's have a look. Oh, I'm going to get my mat. Okay, I'm not sure if I like it, but we'll go with it, see what happens. Not sure. Yes, in the bleak midwinter, very much so, John. Okay, this one, I think I'm just going to put snowflakes along the bottom. It's just another design feature that's kind of there but not there. So people will only notice it when they really look. Okay, I think I prefer that. I really do like having that white space at the top, and that would leave room for a sentiment. Oh, I did mention the stars, didn't I? Let's try it with stars this time. Loads of stars. I think I've overdone it. But hey ho. You know me. More is more. Just a fun design. Okay. Got that one, and then that one. Which I just... Oh no. That one. I've not done anything to, apart from I've got a great big smudge there. but there we go. Right, I'm going to leave that there. Let's grab some cardstock. Yeah, the stars are more subtle than the snowflakes, you're right. I thought I did have a spare bit of... I don't, okay. Ah, splatters. Love the blue, but do prefer the empty space. Like the smaller image better than the large snowflakes, I think. Yes. Splatters would be good, yeah. Okay. This is on the Seaside Spray. That's a star one. Then, yeah, the snowflakes are not so cool. I could have done with tiny snowflakes. I'm wondering in the autumn winter catalogue is going to be coming out for you guys in September, but I can't remember. I've seen it and I have placed an order for some stamps and other things, and I don't remember seeing a tiny little snowflake stamp set. There may be though. I just can't remember off the top of my head. But there you have it. I hope this inspired you. Dig out your tree stamps. Now, if you don't have this particular stamp set and you have the old gorgeous lovely as a tree, then that would work perfectly well. And then any kind of sort of branchy, spriggy thing to do in the foreground, and then anything else to fill it, really. That's kind of the idea with this. Right, the snowflakes do frame the picture. Yeah, they do. Yeah, I guess it's personal preference, you know, it's what you like. But it would be nice to see these in other colours, just to see what happens. I'm not, if I'm being honest, I'm not quite sure if I really like how they've turned out. They've been useful as a bit of an experiment. But I might just need to keep playing with the levels of saturation and the different colours. But there we go. But there we go, that's another one sheet wonder for you guys. Thank you for joining me. You guys are awesome. Thank you for also subscribing if you're new to my channel. Grunge set, yes it does. The perfect one, Gorgeous Grunge is not in stock anymore. So the one that I recommend is this one from Waterfront. I'll quickly do that now just so that you can see what that looks like. Oh, I'll cover up my boo-boo there. So sometimes what I like to do is frame my work with this kind of splatters. So what I would do is aim for the corners first, like this, and then do that. And then kind of the middle. And just keep stamping it until all the ink's been used up. So that just helps to frame it. And then you can do that along the bottom as well, because it kind of just merges in, but it's kind of there. It's really pretty and subtle. Actually, I might just soften my snowflakes with that. Oh, thank you, Ruth. A fellow Ruth. Ruths of YouTube unite. Thank you. Are you new to my channel? Oh, that's better. It softens the snowflakes a bit, doesn't it? Yay. Yay, yay, yay. See, every time I use this stamp, it kind of, you know, Just makes everything better. Even with the stars, look, it works. Why am I not surprised? It is just fabulous. Oh, thank you, Amy. Yay for splatters, says Janice. I know, they hide a multitude of sins, don't they? Now this one I am going to be reserved and not put any on the top, but I will put some down here. Actually, yeah, even have them come up quite high, but there we go. Still got that white space there. Almost looks like snowfall. Or shadows of snow, if that makes sense. You know, because snow itself is white, isn't it? But snow flakes can cause shadows. So you can imagine it's like a blizzard up there, and then as the snowflakes fall, they kind of cause shadows. Anyway, that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. And actually, funny enough, having this grey mat to frame it, that looks kind of good as well. You know what? I need to feel a bit cold. I feel so sticky and hot at the moment. It's been one of those really weird days. Apparently there's a storm on its way, so a friend of mine came around today and he said, oh, it's going to snow, it's going to be stormy over the weekend. So there we go. Right, that's my attempt at a more masculine one-sheet wonder. Yes, it has ended up looking a very wintry card, but I hope you can take the principles from this and kind of apply it and see what you guys can come out with. Please do share with me anything that you create. I love to see how you guys have been inspired. Do head over to artfulstampin.co.uk, and it's raining cats and dogs. Oh no. Okay, thanks Rhonda for that. And actually the rain has stopped here. There's a tiny little shower. Yeah, head over to Artful Stampin on my Facebook page and join in the fun there. And follow me on Instagram as well if you like that kind of thing. And hope you take care for now. See you all soon. Oh, it's snowing in Australia. Thank you, Vicky. Send some this way. Cool me down. Right, lots of love to you all. Bye.